are back, and false alarm. Let me repeat, false alarm. I believe it was Ann in Georgia who just called in and said that, there's this martial law clip, and it's really scary. Folks, it's from The Onion. It's not C-SPAN, it's Onion Span. That's why there's no C at the logo. It's The Onion, and it's kind of rather funny, so I think I'm going to play it anyway. But this is why we have to look at what we're, seeing. We have to take special attention to it. If it is something like this, or it seems too good, or too bad to be true, too outrageous to be true, take a line of what they're saying, put it into a search engine with quotes, and then see if there's a transcript and see if it really is real and occurred, or see if you can back up the story. But we're going to play this because basically it's them declaring martial law and everything's classified. Ha ha, it's a big joke. The government can quarantine you if they want to. Ha ha. All right, hit it, Jaron.
Congress shall now vote for approval of H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including, this section is classified, dollars to prepare for a national level terrorist attack and or attack from classified. Funding for first responder personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of national population being affected by classified. This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on classified or the first large-scale outbreak of classified, dependent upon which comes first. Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of classified, including irradiated classified, with possibility of classified airborne, classified flesh-eating, classified, and or all of the above in such event as classified spewing, classified escape, are released or otherwise become uncontrollable. Air Force units may also be directed to combat said classified due to their enormous size and otherworldly strengths. Should event occur in urban areas, that's classified, far surpassing our darkest nightmares. Should casualties exceed classified body disposal actions, shall be halted and associated resources.
See, it's not really funny because these plans do exist, and only they're not classified. Okay? All right. If you don't know what The Onion is, it's not only a gag newspaper now. They actually have little shorts and news shorts, and they make fun of people who are 9/11 truth, and they trivialize issues like martial law. I mean, they joke about what looks like a pandemic attack by unsaid terrorist groups. I mean, they make me sick. Mark in Pennsylvania, you're on the air. Yes, sir.
Hi, Jason.
How you doing?
How's it going? Listen, I have a couple of things. One that I want to share. First off, several weeks ago, I had an epiphany. The ancient symbol of the bull, which they called Molech, which was the symbol, the idol that they worshipped or that they sacrificed children to, supposedly.
Mm-hmm. Semitic deity, yes.
Right, and then in the Bible it said, "Don't sacrifice your children to this idol."
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, don't sacrifice your children. In other words, don't sacrifice your seed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that idol has become the owl, from what I understand from the Bohemian Grove and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now check this out. So don't sacrifice your seed, your children, your seed, or your DNA to Molech, which is now the owl.
Mm-hmm.
What sound does an owl make?
WHO, who?
Who?
World Health Organization, huh?
Right.
It might be a stretch, it might not. I mean, bottom line is both of those things are evil. I mean, the Bohemian Grove Club doesn't have our best interests at heart, and the World Health Organization surely doesn't have our best interests at heart when they say in 1.5.1 that we have no individual human rights, mass quarantines, and forced inoculations for all. I'm the Infowarrior. I'll be back after this. Hopefully we'll be joined by Richard Gage of Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth, prisonplanet.com, Infowars.com.
Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. I've told you for a long time it's important to be self-sufficient, and today that's more important than ever. We need to be independent, and food and water is the key. You'll never have to stand in a bread line if you have your own bread. You'll never have to go to the Superdome and beg for FEMA to take care of your family in any emergency if you simply prepare. No one is going to take care of your family in the final equation but you. You know eFoodsDirect.com is still able to ship storable food that's safe from E. coli, salmonella, genetic alteration, or Chinese imports. And they do it at almost half the cost of last year's grocery prices. Call 1-800-409-5633. Or on the web, go to eFoodsDirect.com. Visit eFoodsDirect.com and look over the fine list of high-quality, freeze-dried, and dehydrated foods they have to offer. Watch the free videos. Look at their online catalog. Or give them a call at 1-800-409-5633. Again, 800-409-5633. Or on the web at eFoodsDirect.com. Take action today. The first step is getting storable food.
This is the GCN Radio Network, home to hard-hitting talk radio.
I knew she was a virgin when I first met her, rocking stockings and popping out of the Catholic school sweater. Mom told her she could do better than a criminal. 17-year-old psychotic trying to be lyrical. I never meant to break her heart and hook up her life, but I was careless instead of treating her right. I seen her again at some club stripping and wondered if I could have made her life different. I made a mistake. Yes, I did. Damn, shorty, you got me on some finger and blue shit. You gotta stop looking back one time and remember to look ahead. Chuck, this is all my dudes on patrolling the desert right now, for real. Yeah. I joined the army looking for money to go to college, but they ain't paid me a quarter of what they fucking promised. Extending my tour, treating me like a sucker. That's the reason officers get fragged. Don't give me speeches on how you respect and you love me, but no body armor and a lightly armored Humvee. My family's lonely.
And you want me to re-enlist for 30 grand, homie? Nah. All right, folks, I am back. It's the Infowarrior with Jason Bermas, 9 to midnight Central Time, 5 nights a week. Remember, you can check my stuff out at YouTube. Oh, wait, you can't. They banned me on YouTube. Although there is somebody who's starting to upload more stuff. They did take away the channels. We are uploading to 7Load and all these other things I'm posting over at the Infowarrior.com. You can see the latest article on the cop kicking the guy in the head for no apparent reason and then high-fiving a fellow officer right now at the website. But we are joined by an esteemed member of the academic community that disputes the official version of 9/11, architects and engineers for 9/11 Truth's own Richard Gage, and I believe they have a new DVD series out that's more palatable for people's interest levels, a 10-minute version, 30-minute version, and 60-minute version. We're going to tell you how you can get that. And on top of that, he's touring the country explaining the controlled demolitions of 1, 2, and 7. And a large part of that has now been scientifically proven with this new paper that found unexploded thermite particles in the dust. Is that not correct, Richard?
It is, and it's an unfortunate reality, Jason. Good to see you tonight.
Yes, you know, it's been too long. It's been quite some time since I've talked to you. I know I've met you on several occasions. You are a true, pioneer in this movement. You've dedicated so much to, again, exposing the truth about 9/11. You often, tour, give lectures, and now we have this new paper out. I was unable to, I got a hold of Kevin Ryan and tried to get him and Stephen Jones on. I haven't been able to do so. Love to talk to them in the future. But why don't you give the people out there just a synopsis of what this paper says and what the implications are?
Sure, it's rather devastating for the official story. First of all, I've been an architect for 20 years, and I have never seen anything like the collapse of these 3 high-rises. Of course, no one really has. The Twin Towers, which were very explosive events. Mm-hmm. And so we're all wondering, well, what gave rise to this? It doesn't look like a gravitational collapse at all, which, of course, due to the official story, tells us that we're talking about jet plane impacts, explosions with jet fuel, fire, intense fires, weakening of structural steel, and then a gravitational collapse down to the ground. And it never made any sense to a whole lot of people. And the rest of us just didn't want to think about it, and not until 3 years ago, till I heard David Ray Griffin on the radio talking about the explosive features of these towers, did I give it a second thought. Well, just a couple of weeks ago, we have a peer-reviewed paper in the Bentham Open Chemical Physics Journal, a 25-page paper which documents the ingredients in the dust, which was ubiquitous throughout the lower Manhattan, 4-6 inches thick, all of this dust. Well, a long, long time ago, Dr. Jones started looking at it,